Another car pulling the river out of the river.
We went right over it.
There's a car right there.
Right there.
Oh my gosh.
20 feet deep, upside down.
Now we're gonna dive on this thing.
If you let me do this my way,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be epic.
Y'all heard this. We're doing it Jeremy's way. That way if it fails.
Exactly. In my head, this thing's coming up on its end, and then we just keep pulling it, and it's just gonna timber up here. We can get 2 tires on land to pull out a lot easier. There's a wasp in there, man. I don't handle that well.
I didn't have any red flags because it wasn't our room, but now seeing that, I have a few red flags.
We found a vehicle in the water. We removed it already, and we wanted to notify you guys because it has a tag on it.
It was reported stolen back in 2012.
2000. It's been down a long time.
I mean, it has the registration expired, but she still got insurance on it.
Really?
She still has valid insurance on it.
Yeah, so you can keep driving it.
Well, she don't get a ticket. If you want to see how we got this car out of the water, stick around. It's going to be awesome.
I'm Adam Brown.
And I'm Jeremy, aka Nug.
We search the rivers and lakes across America for wrecked vehicles underwater.
You wouldn't know it by just looking, but there's thousands out there, and everyone tells a story.
Insurance fraud, stolen, accidents.
It's our mission to search for the missing, find vehicles, and remove them from harming our environment.
This is Wrecked and Recovered.
How'd you sleep last night, man?
I slept great.
The AC may have gone out for a little while.
I didn't sleep good at all.
But you know, that a little bit of stank can be a good thing sometimes, right?
A little bit of stank?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Not for me. I don't know what yours is.
Nothing better than waking up to the smell of 2 sweaty dudes in a trailer.
Yeah. What kind of video are we making again? What is this about?
What do we got going on today?
The pond that we're at, there is a dark shadow hanging over this pond. About 2 years ago, there was an unfortunate incident where 3 people lost their lives in this water. And they pulled the car out, and it was a very sad story all around. But we wanted to come here to check the water to make sure there's no other cars in this water. And sure enough, we found a car. There's a car upside down. So now we're gonna do what we do and try to get it out.
I'm gonna be diving today. You dove last time.
Yep.
So we're taking turns. I'm not too thrilled about this area though.
I'm ecstatic because I don't have to dive it.
There may or may not be gators.
There is. There's 100% alligators out here. Now it's not swarming like Naples, but there are signs. Don't feed the gators.
One of the local guys said there's a 12-footer.
They always say that. But hopefully the 12-footers don't like come out up here.
They're all 2 feet, you know.
Yeah, they're all babies. Like maybe line all the gators up and they make 12 feet. Yeah, there's a bunch of little ornery things.
Well, let's get out here, check this car out, see if we can't get it out of the water today. What do you say?
I think it's gonna be epic.
Cleaning up the water. Whew. It's hot today, man.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of grumpy.
Kind of grumpy?
But I'm gonna work through it.
I got a soda over there for you. Coke Zero with your name on it.
Yeah, but it's like 90 degrees. It's like hot syrup. I don't know. Either way.
We got this vehicle marked.
Yeah.
Out with the buoy.
We did the sonar, found one car, it's upside down, right there where the buoy's at. And there's a car.
Are you serious?
Right. We went right over it.
There's a car right there.
Right there.
Oh my gosh.
20 feet deep, upside down, sitting just like any car would. Right there. And we got it. Stop.
You got it?
Neutral.
I'm in neutral.
I mean, there you go.
So now we're gonna dive on this thing. There's gators out here. I don't really want to be gator food.
You'll be all right.
But you know, it might make a cool scar if I get like a small baby gator bite.
Well, I have an idea on how to rig this thing.
Oh yeah?
We're looking at the car right now, upside down.
Yeah.
So it's just like this. Let me show you a little car. We'll make believe it's a truck. Technically it's like that because the front end is what's down.
Yeah.
Is this part right here, this strap, go across this. Corners going underneath the wheel, each side, bring it to a V, Y bridle. You can either put the hooks through those, or you can connect it with the D-ring, and then we'll put the hook on here, and then start pulling and see what happens.
You don't want to use 2 J hooks?
The only reason I mean, you can, but we're talking solid steel, dark water. I was like, this is a strap. You can float right out there and drop on the car with this and be happy. Technically, we can do this right now, and all you got to do is just loop the two corners around the wheels, and you're done.
There is a chance that this car is going to give us some difficulty, though.
There's no chance.
Because
positive energy.
There's no boat ramp.
Oh, we got this.
And there could be stumps in the way.
If you let me do this my way,
oh yeah,
it's going to be epic.
Y'all heard this. We're doing it Jeremy's way. That way, if it fails.
Exactly. In my head, this thing's coming up on its end, and then we just keep pulling it, and it's just going to timber up here. Then that means the rear end is on land, and then we should be able to just limp it up this.
Okay.
Like, it's not going to get hung up on anything hard if we can get it that far. If we can get half of it on land, then we should be able to pull it up the rest of the way.
Let's do it.
That's what I think. Yeah.
So y'all may not know, but me and Jeremy are each kind of doing this keto diet thing. Apparently carbs, apparently you don't have a lot of energy if you don't eat carbs.
Scare me away. If I was a gator, I'd be like, whoa!
Getting geared up, it's really hot. Get this over with as quick as possible. Shouldn't take too long.
Luckily, it's Adam's turn to dive today because we switch out, you know, because that's just the teamwork thing to do. But luckily for me, because there have been confirmed gators sighted in the spot, big gators. Some people are saying 10, some people are saying 12 feet, but not my problem, it's all Adam. You got this. Get in the water.
I'm ready if you're ready.
This might get hung up on something, but we'll see what happens. So Adam just went down. He's gonna 20 feet down, pretty dark, but it's kind of clear enough. He sees what he's doing. Hopefully he gets it rigged up really quick, and then we can get this thing out. But fingers crossed, no gators.
It went pretty smooth. I think I got it just how we want it. There was a moment when I was coming back up and I bumped into the back up tire. It kind of scared me for a second.
Did you give a holler?
I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. It looks like a Pontiac Grand Prix, maybe teal, bluish green. It's kind of hard to tell underwater, but I'm excited to get this thing out. It seems clear underwater, so it's just probably a stolen or dumped car. We'll find out later once we remove it, but let's get the tow truck. Felt very vulnerable, but I think we're hooked well. I think we'll have a fighting chance here.
Man, Adam got it rigged up. Got a tow truck hooked up to it. Let's just start pulling and see what happens.
Yep, we're gonna run out of line soon, but we just need to get it up close enough to re-rig it with the main lines.
You do it.
What's wrong?
There's a wasp in there, man. I don't handle that well.
Say we just back up, we can go back up to even maybe here.
Okay.
That way we can extend the boom out and lift it up. And I think that's what we're gonna have to do.
You're gonna have to go back down and put the hooks on the strap and we can get rid of the extension.
But yeah, but it's gotta be like right here. So it shouldn't be bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can use the rope to guide you to it.
Yeah.
But you might, I don't know if you can hold your breath for that. This recovery is going to be kind of tricky because the vehicle is upside down and we decided not to float it. We probably should float it, but you know what? We're not going to do it today. So moving on, what we're going to do is we're going to hook on the front side of this vehicle, start pulling it, get it close enough to the shore where we can see the tires, and then we're just going to flip it over. Hopefully it'll flip over on land and everything works out great. But we're going to have to wait and see about that.
We're gonna back the tow truck down as far as we can so we can extend the boom out, because it's like a drop-off ledge right there. With the boom out, it should be able to lift up the engine part and get it over. And I'm gonna have to dive down there and rehook our hooks to it. It drops off right here, so it's gonna be a little difficult getting it over the edge. It's kind of a slant, but I don't think a car is gonna smoothly go over it. Oh, it looks like we're pretty close now.
The road, we have to move the wrecker right here now.
We can't go this far.
Well, no, I'm saying like you can back.
What is that right there? Is that the car? Is that it? No.
Front end is right there.
Front end. Okay.
See, that's
not good.
ain't no way around it. You need to unhook it, just hook it onto you. Okay.
The passenger window felt like it was up, whatever that means, but I couldn't check the other ones real well.
Do is tie that off to something on the car.
Oh my gosh.
Trust me. I'm a professional. Now just go through the wheel if you want. Now just tie it off. Give me a square knot or something.
Oh yeah, that's the one where you have to go around the chain.
Yeah, you go down there. We almost got the car out of the water. It looks like everything is working, but you never know. One small move, one cable break, and this thing's going right back in the water, and we're back to square one. Okay. Is that the shock?
I don't know. That's the axle.
What we're doing is we're trying to get the rear end to come up on just a little bit more. We can get 2 tires on land to pull out a lot easier. So it's working its way. I think we're going to be all right.
So we got the tow truck hooked on this thing so far. It's slowly moving forward. It seems to be going smooth so far. I hope we don't hit any stumps or anything. There always seems to be some hiccups, but hopefully this one can go smoothly. Let's go see. Okay, let's look inside real quick. Stand by.
Don't get underneath.
All right, it's clear, we're good.
Seatbelts in?
There's nobody in there. It's hot. There's a lot going on, but it's going pretty smooth considering what we're having to deal with here. No boat ramp. I think it's going good. We're on the last leg of this.
Got an idea.
It's never good when he says he has an idea.
Don't let this thing fall on me.
Better run out of line.
Be able to get that out once we get on land.
We'll
Cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, I don't see it.
I think we'll be able to get it out from here on.
Yeah, I mean it's starting to go down, so I think we're good.
You can always lift it up and get the hook off. Man, it's hot. This car is so close to being pulled out. Jeremy's been on the controls. I've been giving him a hard time, but I think he's doing all right. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Maybe I should ease off him a little bit, but I think we're gonna get this car out, and I'm excited to go through it and look at it a little bit more.
We're gonna pull it out with raw horsepower, I guess. Clear the trunk and we'll be solid.
it hasn't really been in there too long. There's no key. It's obviously clear. There's a beer can right here. So Nick just pointed out that it was maroon. You can tell the paint below this blue-green, so it was painted pretty bad. And I do remember reading about like a missing maroon one. I didn't have any red flags because it wasn't maroon, but now seeing that, I have a few red flags. We have the plate, but we'll call the police and let them handle it and see what their opinion is about it. We do need to clear the trunk though. So let's move it over here and then set it down.
Where were you taking it?
On a flat surface, that's a hill. I don't want it to go rolling back in the water.
That's almost like it was white. They painted over it because this is primer, etch primer. Yeah. That's the original color. It's either that or that's primer. This is etch, but it's flaking right off. So like, yeah, this is, whoever painted this did not know what the hell he was doing.
The Grand Prix was born in 1962 in the muscle car era. Pontiac wanted to create a car that embodied performance, luxury, and style different from the standard options offered. It was known for its tilted nose, narrow headlights, and split grille. This was to be the flagship of the fleet, the Grand Prix, but eventually it became just another sports sedan.
I can get a piece of wood under the frame, Jeremy. Alright, quick about it. Is that a phone?
Oh, it's a remote.
It's a remote.
To what? I don't know. It's weird. Seat belts aren't done up. There's obviously no bodies in it. There are no keys in it.
There's a pin.
There's a beer can, so you can kind of.
I'm gonna guess we scooped that up.
Think.
Because that looks really new. But a lot of fishing line on this thing.
Oh.
My name is Jeremy. I work for a search and recovery team called Wrecked and Recovered. We found a vehicle in the water. We removed it already, and we wanted to notify you guys because it has a tag on it. There's no bodies inside. There's no signs that anybody was in it, but it had a tag, so we wanted you guys to get involved, make sure the tag doesn't come back stolen or something, then we could properly dispose of it.
All right, we'll get that officer out there to you as soon as possible. Just call us back immediately if anything changes.
Okay, sounds good.
How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Well,
We'll just now put a one in the area.
sorry?
Yes,
Just pulled it out.
yeah, we was fishing, pulled it out on accident. Yeah, just kidding. You looking for the VIN?
Yeah.
There's the
We
plate.
got a better one back here.
That's the plate one.
Yes, sir.
There's a VIN number also if you want to use that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure the story, but it looks like it might have been maroon color before. Somebody put a bad paint job.
Was the top smashed in like that, or?
It was upside down underwater, so probably when it went in.
Yeah.
It was pretty much right off the edge. It wasn't that far out, so I'm not sure how long it's been there, but.
Well, it said 12 expired, so I mean, that's a minute. Got the vehicle out of the water. It is a Pontiac Grand Prix, teal colored. Looks like somebody spray painted it, but either way. There's nobody in this vehicle. The windows were all up, but we got the door open, we cleared it. Nobody's inside it, nobody's in the trunk. This looks to be just a stolen vehicle. Let's see what the cops have to say.
It was reported stolen back in 2012.
2000, so it's been down there a long time.
I mean, it has the registration expired, but she still got insurance on it.
Really?
She still has valid insurance on
Yeah, so you can keep driving it.
Well, she don't get a ticket.
it. Yeah, so.
All right. Did you, since it's stolen, did you guys want to take custody of it, or did you want us just to?
I'm about to call and, so you're private?
We're private, yes, sir.
Okay.
Essentially, what our procedure would be, we pull it out, we call you guys,
Right.
and then depending on what you want to do, most of the time you would take custody of it and have your own flatbed. Sometimes we would just call a tow company and have them help us, but we leave it up to you guys.
Yeah, I got to call the supervisor anyway, so.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Appreciate it. All right, so right now, the officer just informed us that it is stolen, and they're bringing the flatbed, I guess?
It's gonna call a supervisor, see what they want to do. Looks like it was reported stolen 2012.
Yeah.
Crazy thing, the lady still got it insured. So, it's just maybe she just forgot. I don't know. Maybe she's got that kind of money to throw around.
Maybe.
Technically now, maybe she'll get the insurance money for it because it's found,
Yeah.
totaled.
I'm just glad we got it out of the water. One more car removed that's been polluting the waterways, and that's always good. Tons of people fish out here. So
this was actually a challenge because there's no boat ramp. I mean, we wiggled it up and did the best we could. Didn't really have any mishaps. No cable snaps.
It's a learning experience.
Still 100-degree weather is not fun to work in.
No.
It's making me irritable.
Kind of looking forward to the winter. Not in the diving part, but
maybe fall. Like 20-degree weather, but then we'll be complaining about it's too cold.
Yeah, it's too cold. I heard there's gators out here.
It is. It's a big one. That's the reason why when I kept looking at it, like I wanted one inside.
Yeah. I'm glad we didn't see them.
Y'all was diving?
I had to dive down to hook the line on. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. You need to be careful out here.
We made a commotion before, hopefully to scare them off, but.
Well, on today's work, flatbed's coming to pick it up.
Yep.
Cops are taking custody of it, so we don't have to do anything else except
we're good to go.
Watch it go.
Sit back and eat some popcorn.
What? You got some?
I got something in the truck.
Popcorn.
Why don't you come and see? I'll show you.
I like popcorn.
Appreciate your help. It's been a long, hot day. You probably have sweat in places that nobody wants to know about.
Dude, I am beat, slapped to death. I am done. I am done. Took all day again in like 95-degree weather. I'm over this. But we succeeded again. We're 2 for 2.
We are. We're doing good. The old Big Red. I don't know if that's what we've been calling her. Big Red. We were trying to figure out a name. If you guys have a good name for the tow truck, leave that in the comments.
Last video, somebody said since we pulled a Honda out of the water, we should name it Hondo.
Hondo. I like Hondo. Either way, it was a successful day. We're moving more garbage from the river. You know, it's a good thing there was nobody in it. We hate to have people in these vehicles. Sometimes that happens. But in this case, we cleaned it up out of the water.
No, it was a good positive feeling. We cleaned it up. There's nothing inside. And it gets to go get recycled.
Yeah, so, shout out to the local sheriff's department, Don's Towing. They were awesome to work with, really great guys. Really appreciate you guys watching this. Make sure you subscribe to Wrecked and Recovered. Also our main channel is Explore with Nug, Adam Brown Adventures to see more content. If you guys like this, I would really love to know. Leave a comment, leave a like.
We got lots of cars to pull out, so now we're on to the next case, and we'll see you guys at that adventure.